Hello, Leo. This is going to be your reading, your weekly reading for, let's see, June 14th to the 21st, 2021. I have to apologize. I have not done a weekly reading for the past couple of weeks. And I was kind of thinking about not doing them anymore, doing some different readings. I still want to do the different readings. That is my plan. I want to do some love readings and some pick-a-deck readings and all that kind of fun and exciting stuff for you. But I have decided to do the weeklies because I got a lot of feedback saying people were really liking them. And so I have decided to continue on with the weekly readings after all. So that's why I'm here doing this right now. So in addition to this, I just want to tell you that the reading I am currently doing is just a simple 6-card thing. And it is going to be about your future. So you know what your dreams and goals and aspirations and plans are. And let's see how this supports any of that. And so I'm hoping, this card keeps coming up like insanely. I think I've had it in every, well, maybe not every reading I've done so far. I've done 6 before this one. I bet it was in 5 of them for sure. Like, it's crazy how often that card keeps coming up. I mean, really downright weird. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. These two come together a lot, which is also interesting. Okay, this is a beautiful reading, a very nice reading for my fiery Leos. No fire sign type related cards in here, but that's okay. We've got some great stuff happening here. So this card is about this fellow, you, going to find the missing cup. Some passion you feel is missing in your life. You might have to go after somehow or another. But yet you all have all these lovely cups too, these passions that you already have. So the philosophical question is, do we focus on what we've got and not worry about the so-called missing thing? Or do we make a point of trying to find the thing that we think is missing? I say it has a lot to do with how it affects what you've already got, because whatever this is needs time and attention. So, I mean, this is sounding very judicious. I'm Aries, and I'm not always perfectly grounded. But we fire signs love our passionate stuff. And here you've already got all this passionate stuff sitting here. So that thing that you're going after, that singular passion, has to be very, very, very important. Now, the way I think is I want it all. So maybe we can have that passion we're going after and still keep all our other stuff going. So see if you can work that out. Then this card, which I was saying comes together sometimes, this one is about an opportunity or something that could mean and represent a passion to you presenting itself. And maybe you're a little bored or disillusioned or dissatisfied or not really paying great attention. And so you don't really pay attention to that person or opportunity or something coming in that could become something very passionate to you. As you can see, it looks like the guy is looking at these cups here, also representing passions. So maybe it's like you're happy with the things you've got. It's almost like these two cards are almost opposing each other, because this one is the guy who's got all this and he's going off to seek the missing cup. This one is, this person is concentrating on this. Something else is trying to come in and present itself, and maybe you're ignoring it. So maybe that's the cup that goes there. So think about that. Let's put those guys together because they look great together. 2 cups, 2 swords, 2 pentacles. So let's look at our swords. So you've got the 4 of swords. I don't know if you've seen me before. If you have not seen me before, I have been basically exposed to tarot cards my whole life because my mother was a tarot reader. And this card, first of all, let me tell you, it's a good card, and the meaning of it means nothing bad. In medieval times, the knights would go to battle, and if they survived, which was not hugely likely, they would come home and there had already been a coffin made for their death because their death was so possibly imminent. So they would then go and lie on top of the coffin or inside the coffin and reflect on the fact that, hey, I'm still alive. I still have my life ahead of me. I've got to make some plans and decisions. I've got to see what my next step is. Hooray, this is amazing. Okay, but it is reflective, and it is, you know, sort of penitent, and, you know, there are probably close people to the guy who were lost in battle. So it's probably mixed with some sadness, but it's still super positive because he's alive and he's got his life to lead and all of that. So when I was a kid, my mother would draw this card, and every time she drew this card, somebody died, like, quickly. And it was pretty crazy. And so she was petrified of the card, and she had everybody else who she ever read for petrified of the card. And then every time the card would be pulled, somebody would drop dead immediately. And it was scary. I can remember being a kid. Now, as an adult, I've pulled this card forever. I get it myself all the time. Nobody's dying. It's not, the card doesn't even mean that, which is the hilarious part. The card has nothing to do with meaning dying. Just because the guy's lying on the coffin doesn't mean he's meant to die. Okay, so it's not a bad card. It's actually a good card because it's about reflection and figuring out your next move, which might be this, the Ace of Swords. This is an idea, a fabulous idea in your mind that perhaps you want to bring into the world and create whatever the thing is. Maybe it is something you want to learn. Maybe it is something, maybe you're on a truth-seeking mission of some form that you want to create. As you move into the future, you always need to be looking for the truth to discern what's what so that you can create what you want to in life. Maybe you have an idea to write a book, to start something up, to create a group of people who will have discourse on something, or some kind of a learning group or something like that. I don't know what it is for you because there are many of you and you have different ideas, but whatever it is, it's exciting. The aces are always exciting. They're the inception of things. They're the beginning of things that you're setting into motion. So that is fantastic. It's a wonderful card. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Now this card is often somebody who's rather dissatisfied with often work, but something that you're reaping the benefit of, like whether it's financial or sometimes it's you're working toward your health. Say you start a diet and you're working really hard at eating properly, and the pounds don't come off quite as quickly as you want, or you're not sculpting your body quite as fast as you'd like to. That kind of thing. Something is not completely satisfactory, and that can be this card also. So this can catapult you into seeking your fortune or your health or whatever you're after better, or finding ways to entertain yourself better in your mind while you're trying to create these things. Because let's face it, if you're working, if you're sitting there on an exercise machine, you're doing these tedious things that excuse me, that you're doing to achieve a result. Sometimes you have to kind of play little tricks with your mind to make yourself enjoy. So make sure your thought process is very good and positive, and feed yourself good thoughts, or listen to an audiobook that's going to make you feel good, or listen to music you're going to love while you're doing it. Make it your time to, crank your tunes and have a great time. Something to make it very positive so you don't have that feeling of being disillusioned and kind of bummed out about the whole affair. Then you've got this card, which is you are going to gain great things. I think all of this hard work is going to pay off. You're moving ahead. You're moving into the future. Things are going to go well. You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to achieve good health. You're going to have longevity, and you can make this happen. You absolutely can. Don't get discouraged. Don't be bored or disillusioned. Concentrate on these beginnings of things. Keep working away. You're doing everything right, my fiery Leo. You have a wonderful week, a fantastic week, an amazing week. And I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.